What's up, YouTube family? We are back again. So I have a TikTok video here that I would like to react to. The title of this video is Single Moms. Alright, very interesting. So without wasting your time, let's dive right in the video. Let's go.
I just want to talk to a single mom because it's just getting to the point where I'm just so fucking hurt, and I just realized us women, I feel like sometimes we are really dumb as fuck. We're dumb, and it be to the point where sometimes we be letting niggas slide on little bullshit and shit like that. But it's just eating me up because it's like, my son don't got no fucking daddy. My son don't really got nobody stepping for him beside his fucking mom, you know what I'm saying? And see me, it hurts so bad because I grew up with my father, you know what I'm saying? Even though we moved out of state away from my father, I would still go see my dad during the summer and then come back for the winter for school season and shit like that with my mom. And I have a good relationship with my dad. I talk to my dad every day on the phone and shit. So it just hurt because it hurt for me to know that my son is not gonna have that, you know what I'm saying? And it's all over petty bullshit, petty ass shit, which I don't even know what it's really about. Maybe because niggas too busy with dick in their ass, gay as fuck. I just want to work on myself. I want to work on my healing. I done been through so much stuff. You can look at me and see, she don't look like she been through shit. No, I've been through a lot of shit, actually. I don't know. I really don't know my words I'm really trying to express, but it's just hurting me because not knowing that my son is not gonna have a fucking father hurts me because, like I said again, I had my father in my life, you know? So it's tough.
You know, this video really breaks my heart. For real. This video right here really made me sad. I'm not gonna lie. It really... Women, please. Wasn't it easy to just pick the nice guy? The quote-unquote nice guys that you always put on the side? The guys that are obviously pursuing you, trying to really be there with you and for you. The guy that is really trying to love you, and y'all be just putting them on the side and run off with toxic guys and then end up here in this position. Isn't it easy to just pick the nice guy? I don't know what it is with you women. Y'all really like this toxic, this love that always come with a puzzle that you always gotta solve. Yo, it don't gotta be like that. Love don't gotta be hard. It just don't gotta be hard. But y'all like it this way. Y'all like it when it's toxic. Y'all never like it when it's calm, poised, just quiet, peaceful. Y'all don't like it. You always gotta rock up kids and then realize that, okay, you know what? You actually like love that is calm, quiet, and stuff like that. But it's too late. Look, let me tell you guys a story, right? I remember one day I was going to the supermarket, and then while I was crossing the road, I saw this little girl. I believe she was probably, I don't know, if I have to guess, I'm gonna say 16 or maybe 17, pushing a stroller with a baby. Honestly, she was on the phone, just frustrated, talking, and I overheard just talking about, "Oh, you ain't in my baby life," and stuff. Yo, when I heard that, I literally had to stop and just think about this for a second. Like, first of all, where are the parents? Like, what are y'all doing? What are you guys talking about when you guys are sitting down with your kids? Are you guys just busy with work? Are you not trying to see what's going on with your child life, especially when they hit puberty, when they can obviously, have a child? Y'all don't have conversation with these kids? Nothing? I felt so bad that day. I almost cried. Like, for me to see that little girl, 17 or 16. I have an 18-year-old. My sister, she's 18-year-old. I have two sisters. One is 12 and one is 18. I cannot imagine my 18-year-old being in that position. I just cannot. It really broke my heart that day, man. Please, parents, you need to do better with your children. I don't care what your situation looks like with the toxic daddy. Look, if he's trying to be in his child life, make it happen. The toxicity with you, Brooke, you chose him. You chose him. Deal with it. You're not going to be like, "Oh, I don't like him, he's this and that." Because this is the reasons you guys are always mentioning. "Oh, he's toxic, he's this and that." Therefore, you're not going to let him be in a child life. Obviously, he should, because the statistics don't speak in your favor when you got to do the job by yourself. You cannot do it. You're going to have to let the father be involved somehow. If he's really trying to be in his child life, let him be in it. Don't make it really hard, because y'all be out here making bad choices. Left and right. Bad choices. End up in a position with a kid and no father. And now you have all the anger in the world. And you put it on all men now. You hate all men. We did not do anything to you, man. We did not do anything to deserve that. Because when somebody is trying to court you and give you a real relationship, you call him a simp. You call him a man that has no backbone. You don't want to listen to his leadership. None of that. You like the toxic guy that will obviously leave you alone in a situation like that. And now you're running around with that hate now on men, right? Because obviously at that time, all you care about is height and how he fucks up your pussy. Forgetting that a baby needs diapers and fucking milk. Now you here can't do nothing. It breaks my heart, because I know the extent that women will go to literally provide for their children. It breaks my heart, because I know some of these women are forced to sell their bodies because they have a child that's like 4 months old, 3 months. Nobody can. Y'all need to think about it. This is not right. Like, what are we doing? Like, what kind of society do we live in, bro? We're just comfortable for people to just give up their bodies like that to anybody just because they're tall, just because they're this and that. Like, where are your values? Where did you guys come from? What are you guys thinking? All these teaching, like all this knowledge that you guys claim you have. You guys, it'd be hard to convince me. You guys always preach that you are intelligent than men. It's hard. I don't believe it. It's hard to convince me, because some men that should have never had access to you, the way they be treating you guys, you the people that claim that you're intelligent, the way that they be making you run around, like you, it's really hard to convince me that you guys are really that intelligent. It's hard to convince me. Man, look, knowing what I know, I'm not even a woman, but I have aunties, I have cousins, I have sisters. When they have kids, I know what they go through. I know the kind of assistance they need. I know what they have to do. I know the vulnerability that they sit in after they just have a baby. Like, I know. So I don't understand why Some of you are just comfortable just laying down with any kind of man. It does not make sense to me. You guys need to wake up and start teaching and talking to your fucking kids. You guys are here being busy because obviously you yourself, the parent, is not satisfied. You need healing yourself. You now know better. You're out here also giving up pussy. That is the problem. This problem is way complicated than it looks, to be honest with you. I don't know. I guess we can only pray for God assistance at this point. This is too complicated for even me to solve or try to even think about a solution for this shit. Let's continue. This breaks my heart though, for real. This is crazy.
Different, you want your kids to have a relationship with their parents. You want the best for your kids. So it's just eating me up because I know it's gonna be certain things that I can't really help my son with, that a man should, help him with. And he's not gonna have that father figure. Like, okay, yeah, I can always find a new man, help me take care of my son and be that good father figure and teach my son shit and good role model, good example for my son. But I don't know, that shit take time and you gotta find the right man. It's not just something you can snap your fingers and do. You feel me?
Oh man.
I could count on my fingers how many times I've had a break from my son. My son is 5 months old.
5 months old?
I've had a break from my child.
5 months old.
2 times. For his whole 5 months of living. And y'all know postpartum is a motherfucker. So sometimes I can't take all that crying. Sometimes I just be wanting to go out, have a good time. Can't. You know what I'm saying? It just be a lot. You can't just trust everybody with your baby. So it be hard, finding somebody to watch him or something like that. I've never had anybody watch my baby beside, my best friend and her sister or his father. So it just be I don't know, but I really just come on here to express how I feel for real. It's just crazy, but I know it'll be okay because I'm a strong woman. God don't give you anything that you can't handle, So it's all gonna be okay. To all my single moms out there, keep y'all head up. Stay strong for y'all babies. Don't let these men think they getting away with anything. Go put a nigga on child support. Go do what you do. Go be the baddest bitch, the best mother you can be. You feel me? But thank y'all for listening to me. If y'all got any advice or anything to say, feel free to put it in the comments down below. They're open.
I'm gonna have an issue with how women think after they deal with a toxic man and end up with some kind of trauma and stuff like that. But before I talk about that, look, it was never intended for one parent to take care of a child. There's a reason why it takes 2 people to create that child. But for some reason, you women end up with the child and you think that you've evolved and now you have superpower to just take care of that child by yourself. It is not a flex, man. I don't care how good of a job you do on that child. It's not a flex. It is not. Because I will always stick with reality and what is true. And what is true is a child needs 2 parents. Look, if nature or God has not decided otherwise, meaning after the child is born, the other parent passed away or got, I don't know, went in prison and things like that. Situation that literally took one parent away from the child, like death, incarceration and stuff like that. If it's nothing like that, I don't subscribe to the idea, oh, I'm a single, I'm a super mother, I'm a strong whatever mother, I'm a strong whatever father. Same thing goes with to the men too. It was never intended for one parent to take care of a child. Never. And when it comes to you women, look, the data, you guys don't do a good job, bro. When you do it on your own. I don't care. You want to call yourself a super mother, whatever. It is not true. I don't think it's a flex. I do not think it's a flex. Something is just some coping mechanism just to deal with the trauma. You know, there's a reason why, even in jobs, there's a reason why the system has imposed certain things like family leave and stuff like that, because they have to look at a woman and think about, okay, especially if she can have a child. Obviously, if she's working, at some point she might end up having a child. What can we do to help somebody like that? There's a reason why the system has to think about you in that way, right? So now you lay down with any kind of man, he leaves you in a situation like that, and here you go, very vulnerable, very weak, clearly needing somebody, support and assistance. And yet you are left alone dealing with all this shit. Postpartum depression, every fucking messed up feeling. Bro, this... Yo, I don't know how I'm gonna just drill this into women's head. Why I just don't get it. Like, why you guys just don't get it. And I'm tired of always hearing, oh, men are this, men are bullshit. Yo, some of that decision, you had to be a part of that decision too. You made that decision to lay with this fucking man. As far as I'm concerned, the sex was consensual, right? He fucked you. He did not, did he? I doubt it. You end up with a baby and now you want to make me believe somehow that this man was bullshit and you had nothing to do with that decision. Look, I'm not saying that he ain't. Obviously he is. That's why I don't even want to talk about people like that. But you guys need to really be careful. And now, the way you guys approach relationship after you deal with somebody like that sometimes is wrong. Because believe it or not, there are a lot of men out here who literally, you know, pick up a mother with their kid and really take them into his world and take care of them as he should. But for some reason now, I don't know if it's trauma, I don't know if you guys are not properly healed, you guys just develop some kind of standard that make it for the next man to really do his job. But think about it this way, right? Let's say if you were to be with a man and you heard that that man has been with like 9 women and it just didn't work out, right? And all of a sudden you find yourself with this man and he has like some type of request. I mean, you're going to think about it like, damn, 9 women? None of them stayed with you? Like, so, you're going to have to think about it, right? So when you meet a man and then you are talking the same way, he's going to be like, well, you're trying to impose all of this on me, but you give up your body to somebody who left you in a situation like that. I'm trying to come in and help and you talking like this? You know, sometimes you guys just become hard and on your guard at all times, and I get it. It is not easy to recover from a trauma like that when you are left with a child and sometimes hard to do things you don't want to do to take care of that child. Of course, you are going to be on your guard, but remember, sometimes you have to really properly heal because you are making it really difficult for the next man to come in easily and take care of that child and yourself. And you should be good at detecting bad qualities at that point, right? Doesn't mean that you should just be like very strict and stuff like that. You can really be intelligent in your moves. You know, you're a human being and you're the one who call yourself more intelligent than the man. So be that. You don't have to make it very complicated, right? This is crazy, man. These kind of videos really... This is a sad video, you know. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, you're a single mom, you did this, and trying to belittle you and stuff like that. Nah. This actually saddens me because, you know, this is very prevalent. Like, cases like this everywhere. In every neighborhood, in every corner, we see women just having these same issues. I think it is time that we really think about this. What is the solution? There's gotta be a solution. There's gotta be, right? Man. Alright, well, I don't know what you guys think about this video. This was my thought. Let's talk about it in the comments, please. Like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate the support. And then peace out. See you guys in the next one.